This is Traven here. So in this very first video of covering the first chapter, setting a realistic goal, I'm going to share with you the 3 clear strategies that you are going to put into practice. But before that, let me start off with some very wonderful, beautiful quotations here, right? So the greatest personal limitation is to be found not in the things that you want to do and can't, but in the things that you have never considered doing. Isn't it wonderful? All right. And if you think you can do a thing or you think you can't do a thing, you're always right. That's said by Henry Ford, all right? And all of our dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. That's said Walt Disney. How true is that, right? But of course, when we talk about dreams, goals, etc., and the difference between a goal and a dream is simply reality, right? So of course, we have heard of how to set a goal, such as the SMART goals, a specific, measurable, etc. But if it's so easy, then wouldn't everyone have achieved the goals, right? So now in this first chapter, we are going to follow through these 3 strategies, and let's see how it can help us in setting a very realistic goal, right? So I think the first one is actually to understand who has done it, right? So whatever things you want to achieve, say achieve how much income, net worth, or achieve whatever title position in a whatever company, as well as achieve whatever desired lifestyle, you have to understand who has done it, right? There must be someone who have done it before you can perhaps achieve it. Of course, perhaps you want to be the first to break something, you can still find ways to do so, but most likely they're not. The things you wanted to achieve, it's likely have been achieved by somebody else, right? So this is one of the core principal strategies within the NLP as well, which is modeling, right? So by finding out who has done it before, it really will helps you to model those people by really breaking down into the belief as well as the actions that they have taken to reach the stage they are. So for example, reading people's autobiographies is also a good way to get under their skin and discover what's their belief, and take opportunity to read whatever they have written about themselves, etc. So you can do so by reading their Twitter posts, etc., or even YouTube, for example. So first one is actually check out who has done it in terms of whatever dream goal you want to achieve, and the second is then to assess yourself. What is your skill? Assess your skills according, and there's actually a guided questions here which I want to read out a few, which will help you to think on what skills do you have. For example, make a list of what skills do you currently have, right? Make a list, and then make another list of what you are good at, what you are really good at, and also what do other people say you are good at. You see, these are quite different, right? What do you think you are good at? Maybe just list A, but there might be another list that what other people would say what you are good at, because you might just think it's natural to you, but to others, they really see that you are really good at something, right? And how about another angle is that what do you notice about other people being good at? Because if you can observe and notice another person's strength, and that's likely that you have those strength and skills as well, right? And maybe another list is what did you used to be good at? For example, you used to be good at basketball or magic, but you have not been practicing, so no longer as good, but you used to be good at, right? So make a list of that. And the point is to assess, right? Look at the list and assess to find some patterns about it, to see what sort of things you seem to be good at. And then that's when you chunk up, which is a term in NLP as well, to see to kind of like generalize it and see how all this can link up to your goals and see how realistic it is as well. If there's any gap in terms of the skill set, that's something perhaps you want to go deeper into picking up those skills, right? And then the third strategy is about doing research and feedback. Research is definitely simply about Google search and asking people in the industry, talk to people, and the feedback is then very important, because in NLP we don't see failure. All right, that's never a failure. It's all about feedback, only feedback. All right, so from the feedback, it's for you to fine tune a goal to see if it's realistic, and for you to get improved. Right, basically it's a learning opportunity. So ultimately, putting it all together, if you know that someone else have achieved a particular goal, and it means that the goal is likely a realistic goal, and what you have to do is to model people who've achieved it, recognize and assess your own skills and strengths, and then use the feedback in the positive way, questioning and research the information that you can use to actually help you to achieve your goal. So that's really that simple in terms of the first chapter. And in the next chapter, we're going to cover about setting a compelling goal, right? So that's quite a difference here, though very similar. So stay tuned for the next video. Bye.